Will we be able to win this trade? Well, that is not in our control, but what is in our control is us following our trade plan. So right now we are in a long position, as you can see. So on Thursday, we got this bearish momentum, as you can see over here. But then when it reached around 17:15 p.m. or 17:15 hours East African time, that is when we got the structure shifting from bearish to bullish. Yeah. So right now we are in this bullish trend over here. The previous high that led to this low is at this point. This is the previous lower high. So price went up, it came down, and then price went all the way up here. That signified to us that the market is shifting from bearish to bullish. Yeah. So over here we got our market structure shift, and I waited for price to maybe collect all the liquidity that is needed for it to go up. As you can see, price was just giving us this low momentum. As you can see, it's not moving so fast. Yeah. So I waited for price to collect some little bit of momentum. And as you can see over here, this is the Asian session. And I always not trade the Asian session. I always trade the London session. So I waited for the Asian session to complete here and all. And then I waited for price to come all the way up here for inducement to occur. All the retail traders were induced to enter into the market maybe somewhere over here at this point, or maybe over here. And when they entered for a long position, they placed their stop loss below these lows over here. So price came down, swept all the liquidity that is below these lows, and then that is when price started going up. Yeah. So this is what you get when you trade at the right time, at the right point, while doing the right thing. Like you've got the right trade idea, you're trading at the right time and at the right place. Yeah. So as you can see, the moment price swept all the liquidity that is below this lows over here, then that is when we got this big boy push at this point. Like we got this big bullish candlestick being formed and all. Like the moment I saw this liquidation candle close, that is when I decided to wait for price maybe to give me some sort of bullish confirmation that price is about to go up. That is when I decided to enter into a trade, into a long trade. Yeah. So I entered at this point. Yeah. And as you can see, the moment I entered, price just shot up. Yeah. So that is it. Right now we are in a long position. For my stop loss, I've just placed it below this protected low at this point. Like price went and swept all the liquidity below this low. And as you can see also, this low over here is a protected low. Like this is a sweep zone, because as you can see, price went up, price came down, swept the liquidity that is below this low over here. So that means this is a sweep zone. So right now we are just pumping up. Like this is just like a rocket trying to go up. Yeah. So all you have to do right now is to wait and see what the market has for us. Yeah. Okay, I entered a little bit early. Yeah, because what you have to wait for is a confirmation, and the confirmation that you have to enter into the market is you have to wait for a break of structure to happen so that it can validate this market structure shift at this point. Yeah. So I had to wait for price to come, let's say all the way up here, break structure at this point to signify to us that this market structure shift is indeed valid. Yeah. But for me today, I decided to be a little bit aggressive. I did not go for the conservative entry. I went for the risk entry. Yeah. So if you're not professional like me, yeah, I'm a professional. Yeah. So if you are just a beginner, don't enter at this point, because this is very risky. At this point, you've not yet known if price will indeed go up or it will go down. Yeah. So this is just some sort of risk entry, like you are risking entering at this point. But all you have to do is you wait for the break of structure at this point. Like you can just place your buy stop order at this point, so that when price comes all the way to this point, it just comes. When it reaches at this point, your buy stop order is triggered, and then you'll be placed, or you'll get into the buy position. Yeah. So right now we are about 284 USD, 290, as you can see, 268. Yeah, we are not so bad. We are going up. Yeah. So if we manage to win this trade, then this is going to be a very big boy trade. I know that this potentially could be the biggest trade that I've ever taken. You know, the biggest trade that I've ever taken, I made about 546 USD in a single trade. Yeah, because I'm an intermediate. I'm not yet that big boy, big trader who manages a six-figure account or something. Yeah, I'm still growing. Like at this point, the professionalism in me is in terms of skills, but not in terms of the amount of capital that I have. Yeah, so I'm a professional in terms of skills, but not in terms of the quantity of capital that I have. Yeah, so I'm a professional. That is what I can say, because as you can see, the way I explain my trades and all, I explain it professionally that even a 5-year-old boy or a girl can understand. Yeah. So let us just wait and see if this trade will go in our way. But remember, as I said, us winning or me winning this trade is not in my control. But what is in my control is me following my trade plan. Me winning this trade or losing this trade is not in my control. But how I handle the trade while it's running is what is in my control. Like as you can see over here, a noob trader can just decide to, let's say, get out of this point because he has seen that the trade is going against him and hold. At first, let's say he has decided to place his take profit at this point, maybe above this high at this point. But when he sees price going against him, maybe retracing a little bit or something, he starts having this fight or flight instincts, telling him maybe that you need to close this trade or something. Now that will not be a successful trade because he has not followed his trading plan. Because initially he had said that he's going to get out at this point, but when maybe the subconscious mind started talking to him, telling him that you should get out of this trade, then he gets out at this point, then that is not a successful trade because he has gone against his trading plan. His plan was that I should get out at this point. Then when price starts reversing, he gets out at this point. Then that is not a successful trade. Or maybe, for example, he sees price come all the way down here, maybe it is in the drawdown, he decides to close the trade. What he doesn't know that price can just be in this drawdown, maybe come all the way to this point so that he can pick enough liquidity for it to go up. But if he gets out at this point, he'll have accrued a loss, and at the same time, price can just decide to go in his way. Now that will not be a successful trade because he has not followed his trading plan. Beginners tend to attach themselves more into their entries, but professionals tend to attach themselves more into exits. Like beginners always focus on how they enter into a trade or something, like they want to catch this very sniper entry or something. But for professionals, they always tend to just be zen when it comes to entry, and then they focus more on their exits. Like I can just enter at this point, but what matters more is how I get out when I am right and how I will get out when I'm wrong. Like I have to focus on exits. Like for me, I just entered at this point and I just let the trade run. But what I have to do right now is to focus on how I'll get out of the trade when the trade goes against me or if the trade goes in my way. Yeah. So for me, I don't have to focus more on my entry. All I have to do is to focus on my exit. The exit matters more than the entry. Yeah. So me seeing this sort of retracement or something does not kill my motivation that maybe price will just go up or something. No, so long as I've already done my analysis, I've already done my predictions and all. Trading is all about probability. Like at this point, we are professional gamblers. We are gambling, but professionally. So for me, I've already done my predictions and all, and I've known that price, or I predict that price can just come all the way up here. Now, nothing can just get me to flicker around, maybe to say, okay, when price comes all the way up here, then I'm going to get out or something. But again, I'm not saying that you should be so stiff when it comes to your exits because you need to adapt to what the market tells you. Because the market can do anything. It's not that price can just come all the way up here like it's a must. No, you have to adapt to what the market tells you. As you can see over here, we've got some sort of order block at this point. Now this gives me another option that I can get out of the trade at this point because price can just decide to come all the way to this order block at this point and reverse. Yeah. So you have to be like water when it comes to trading. You have to be flexible enough to know what the market is trying to tell you. What I'm trying to say is that you should not be robotic when it comes into the market. Some other gurus can start telling you that you need to be robotic when it comes to trading and all. No, you should not be robotic. Being robotic means that you get rid of all the emotions that you have in your body and all. Like you try to compromise your humanity. No, you should not be doing that. Instead, you should learn how to control the emotions when it comes, because there is no way you can just tell your emotions to go away. You can't tell your fear emotion to just go away or something. Something will just come into you. Maybe it will start telling you, okay, you should get out of this state because you're going to lose this profits that you've already earned or something. Yeah, you can't get rid of that emotion. But what you can do is learn how to control that emotion. Just try to be flexible. Yeah, it can be true because price can just decide to go down and I'm going to lose everything. But what is in my control is that I have to control the emotions. Like you don't have to be robotic. All you have to do is try to figure out or know yourself first. You need to know whether you get emotional mostly, or maybe you get this fear of missing out, or maybe you are so greedy, or maybe sometimes you lack patience in the market. Because for me, I would have just entered at this point if I were not patient enough. But as you can see, I would have lost a lot of time, trading this choppy thing that we've got at this point. But all I did was just be patient, become patient, and wait for price to come at the right point and trade the right time. Because if I traded the Asian session, then that would not have been patience. Because my rule says that you have to be trading only the London session, or maybe if things get worse, you trade the New York session. But for me, I always stick with the London session. So if I trade during the Asian session, then that is not me following my rules. So it comes into emotions. You don't have to get rid of all those emotions. Like you don't have to get rid of this fear. You don't have to get rid of the greed inside you, because that is not in your control. Only God can do that. Because I don't know if I can just decide to be less greedy today and I just get rid of that greed. No, what I can do is try to manage the greed. Like I just have to make it 50-50 instead of 100-0. I can just lower the level of greed in me from 100 to 50, and then that will be me controlling my emotions strategically, because those emotions were put into you with a reason. God knew why he put those emotions into you. Things like greed, things like fear, things like impatience and all. God knew why he put those emotions into you. Like he knew that those emotions are the things that will help you fight yourself or fight your demons when you are dealing with big things. Things like trading. You need to fight your demons when it comes to trading. And the demons in this case is the emotions. And the moment you fight these demons is when you'll get this breakthrough in trading, and sometimes these emotions can be a little bit helpful, because things like fear was placed into you because that is a fight or flight instinct. Because when, let's say for example, you see lion approaching, you will get that fear, and the fight or flight instinct will just kick in and it will tell you to either run or fight. So fear was placed there for a reason, because you running or maybe you getting that fear can really help you. If you run, then you can just escape the wrath of that lion. But if you just decide to fight again, you can fight the lion like the way Samson did, and you'll end up victorious. So you don't have to compromise the emotions that is in you. You just have to control them, and you need to make decisions strategically for you to know what will be the best decision suitable in the situation that you are in right now. Yeah. So for me right now, again, I have to be flexible like water. As you can see, I've told you, price can just decide to come at this point in this order block and just reverse. Let me just see if that is what can potentially happen. So yeah, price can just tap into this order block at this point and just continue with this bearish momentum. As you can see, we are just making this bearish momentum. As you can see, we got our last break of structure at this point. So price can just decide to come all the way up here and then go down here. So for me, I think I'm going to be lowering my take profit, even though I've not placed it yet. So I think I'm going to be surveying whether I'm going to be getting out at this point or at this point. But according to the look of things, there is a lot of liquidity in the market. So price can just decide to come all the way up here and sweep the liquidity that is above these highs at this point, so that we can continue going downwards. Yeah. So we are still waiting. Price is not doing anything. Like we are just getting some resistance from this fair value gap that we've got at this point. Right now, I've just seen that we've got a fair value gap at this point, and price again can reverse from a fair value gap, because maybe there is a lot of sell orders, or there are a lot of people or sellers who entered at this point. So price can just come to this point and reverse. But for me, let me just stick to two options: getting out at this point, or at this point. Yeah. So I've got two upsides and one downside. So I'll either get out at this point or at this point, or wait. If price goes against me, then I'm going to be getting out at this point. Yeah. So let us just wait and see, because price can reverse from this fair value gap that we've got at this point. Yeah. So right now the trade is just pulling back. I'm sure that this is just a pullback, or again, this can be a liquidity sweep for price to go down. You won't know, like this, as I always say, the market has a lot of things that it can do. So this here can just be a liquidity sweep for price to go down. So, but I'm sure that this is just a liquidity sweep for price to come maybe to this order block, as I said earlier. Like price can just decide to come all the way up to this point, so that it can continue going upwards, or maybe it can just reverse from this fair value gap that we've got at this point here. So price can just come here and then go up, or maybe it can retreat all the way down to this order block that we've got down here at this point. Yeah. So all you have to do is wait, because we don't know what price will do. We are not the smart money. The smart money are the ones who control the market. For us, we just have to just wait and see what they do. Yeah. So price can come to this point or to this point and then reverse. So we just have to wait, man. Yeah, so let us just wait. This can just be liquidity sweep for price to come to this order block or this order block so that it can continue going up. And what I'm sure of is that if price comes to this order block and starts going up, then I'm going to be getting out of the trade at this point. Yeah. So let us just wait and see what price will do. Yeah. Right now, I've not yet taken my breakfast. Like I've been staring at the charts, doing my preparation, my analysis before the London session opened. And then after that, I had some things to do outside there. You know, when you live in an African home and you live with your dad and mom, the mornings are always about work, work, and nothing but work. So for me, I was doing some chores, and you don't have to be, or you don't want to seem like this child or kid who is a little bit unruly. No, you just have to be obedient and respectful, even though you've got other things that you need to do for yourself. You just have to do what they've told you. Yeah. So for me, I was doing some other chores out there, and that is when I got into the charts maybe around 9:20 around there. Yeah. So I've not yet taken my breakfast, so I'm just going to take my breakfast and then I'll come and inform you where we've gotten at. So for now, let's just wait and see what price will do if we hit our stop loss, our take profit, or whatever it is. I don't care. This is a successful trade because I've planned my trade and right now I'm trading my plan. So let us just wait and see. For now, it's ciao ciao. So guys, right now we are just mitigating this order block that we've got at this point. Yeah. So right now we are down like we're about 142 there. As you can see, it's moving 136. So we are down like we had gone all the way from to 344 USD, and right now we are at 132 USD. Yeah, so right now we are mitigating this order block that we've got at this point so that maybe we can continue going up, or maybe we can come all the way down here to this other order block that we've got at this point. But unfortunately, if we come all the way down here, we'll have gotten into drawdown. We'll have gotten into drawdown lane, which is the red, the bad part of trading. Yeah, so nobody likes when they get into a drawdown. Yeah, but all in all, we just have to let the market do its thing. Yeah, so let us just wait and see if price will bounce from this point and go up, or this one here go up, or maybe just go past all of them and hit our stop loss. Yeah. Trades on Friday. I don't trade mostly on Friday, but today I just had to, man, because it's been long since I took a trade. I haven't recorded for like 2 eternities. As you can, if you go back to my channel, you'll see that the last time I did a live trading recording was on maybe like 10 days ago. Yeah, and that's so long for me. I can't hold myself from trading for all those days. Yeah, so today I just had to find some opportunity. It's not that this is a trade that I've just taken for to show you guys. No, this is a setup that I already saw, and I decided to. I could have just swiped it off and not trade it, but I this trade had all the consequences that I was waiting for. So I just had to take it, and it was a blessing in disguise for me because I don't like my channel being so dormant. So in the previous days, I was posting some shorts, yeah, and just to keep the channel burning, you know, maybe the algorithm will just forget you when it's just about to know you, it forgets you, you know. So I just had to try and suit the algorithm by posting the shorts here. But I'm proud that at last I've got a trade that I can just post and keep the channel burning. Yeah. So this trade, if it goes on my way or against me, I'll have already won in another part, because if I win this trade, it will be a successful trade. If I lose it again, it will be a successful trade. So it's already a win. And again, if it goes either way, I'll have already gotten some content to post. So it will be a successful day for me. Yeah, in both content creation and trading. Yeah. So let us just keep going, guys, because I've been so dormant at 108, 100, around 101, 108 subscribers, you know. So it's not that I'm suing you to subscribe, but just do it, man. Because if you want us to grow and reach more people, we have to you have to subscribe to me so that the algorithm can push my videos to other people. Yeah. So let us just keep going. I know that we are far from where we've come from, but we are farther from where we are going. Yeah. So you know, for a beginner reaching the 100 subscriber milestone to in a channel that is not meant for comedy, you know, it's so hard, man, because this is an educational channel, and you know most people just browse past the education videos and all. So it's hard for somebody to reach the 100 subscriber milestone, but for me, I've already gone past that. And for me to be monetized, I have to reach 500 subscribers and at least 3,000 watch hours, man, or maybe 3 million views in the shorts here. So let's just keep going. In terms of the watch hours, I'm not doing so bad. Like, I'm just pushing, yeah. So let's just subscribe. Let's just keep going. If you watch the video, make sure you watch till the end. I'm not selling any course, I'm not doing anything. And the least that you could do for me is just subscribe so that I can just get the motivation to keep going. But it's not that I'm saying I need the motivation, but as a samurai, I should not be depending on motivation to keep going. I just have to keep going even when the going gets tough. Yeah, but just subscribe, man. Yeah, that is all I can say. So right now we're just lingering there. As you can see, there's some bias kicking into the market. As you can see, we've got some resistance from this order block at this point. Like price is showing some signs of going up anytime soon. So let's just wait. And I know if we get past this order block and just go up, then that will be the end. Like I'll just hold the trade all the way up here. Yeah. So let's just keep waiting. But I've got some balls deep conviction to hold this trade all the way until it hits TP. Yeah, so I'm not faced out whatsoever by this retracement or something. If it could be somebody else, they could have already gotten out at this point just to secure their profits. But for me, I'm going to be holding this trade all the way until it hits TP or my stop loss. Yeah, so just hanging around and just watch till the end so that you can know whether I've hit stop loss or take profit. But don't skip all the way till the end. No, don't do that. What you can do is maybe just put it at 2x or something so that you can just see me black that way. Yeah. So yeah, just watch it till the end, man. Yeah. So we keep going. Yeah, we are not faced out of something. We just keep going. Yo, price is taking goddamn forever, man. Like it seems like price doesn't want to get off from this point, man, because damn, it's been like 30 minutes and price has just been lingering at this point here. So I've been sitting here watching the trading gig. When I come back, I see that price is still at this order block that we got at this point here. So let me just get rid of this box. No, as I say, I don't like my chart being so messy and all. Like we already know that price has mitigated this order block, so there is no use of just placing that box over there. Yeah. So what we could potentially do is wait for price to come to this, maybe this demand zone. As you can see, if we look overally or generally, we can see that price has mitigated this big demand zone that we've got at this point. Like this is the range method. When you use the range method, we can see that price has almost okay, it's already mitigated because as you can see, this here is our consolidation. So this year we've got our consolidation and then we've got our manipulation and then distribution. So if you want to use the range method, you can see price has already mitigated our demand zone that we've got at this point here. But when we use the pivot candle method, as you can see, we've not yet mitigated our demand zone when we use the pivot method. So the difference between the range method and the pivot method is in the range method, we use the consolidation method, like we pull this rectangle from the start of the consolidation from this point all the way down. So this is our demand zone. That is the range method. But when it comes to the pivot method, we use the candlestick that led to the big push upwards. So that could be this red candlestick at this point, or maybe if you want to refine it, we can use this green candlestick that we've got at this point, because when price came to this point, that is when it shot up. So this is the pivot method of finding our demand zone, and that will also lead us to finding the order block. But at this point, I think price will respect this range method, because when it came down here, that is when we shot up. Again, when price came at this point, then it shot up. So I don't know, we are not in control of the market. The smart money is. So I'm just trying to find their footprints and just to walk through it. Yeah. So the footprint that the smart money left for us is that price shot up at this point. So we can anticipate that whenever price comes down all the way to this point, then price can continue going up. Yeah. So according to range method, we've already mitigated our demand zone, but when it comes to the pivot method, then we've not. So let me just put it over here and let us wait and see if price will come all the way to this order block or not. Yeah. For my take profit, for my stop loss, I've placed it below this protected low that swept liquidity. As you can see, price, as I said earlier, we've got like this consolidation at this point. So price came down, swept the liquidity that is below this lows over here, and that is when it shot up. So this is somehow a protected higher low. So I placed my take profit or my stop loss down. I placed it at this point below this protected
low. Yeah, so let us wait. I don't know what price will do then, but as you can see, price is heavily bearish, but I think that is just to facilitate the pullback to this point so that it can go up, or maybe sweep the liquidity below these lows. I don't know, because as you can see, we've got some equal lows at this point. Let me just show you. We've got some equal lows at this point. As you can see, this is some equal low, so that means there is some liquidity. Yeah, and price maybe needs to sweep the liquidity below these lows at this point, below these equal lows, so that you can continue going up. Or maybe if there is enough demand in the market, then we can just continue going up. But what I know is that there is liquidity lying below these lows. Yeah, so what is not in our control, we leave it to the market, but what is in our control is just remaining patient, being zen, and waiting for price to do its thing. Yeah, so this trade is taking a little bit longer than I thought, because as of now, if I decided to get out when price came to this fair value gap that we've got at this point, then I would have already gotten out a very long time ago. Yeah, but because I am trying to be more ambitious, then I just have to pay the price of the ambition, which is being patient. Yeah, in life, everything has a price. Like if you want to be profitable, you have to do in the work, you have to put in the work, you have to become very disciplined, you have to put in the reps, you have to be consistent and all. That is if you want to be profitable. Again, if you want to just stay wherever you are, you have to pay the price. You have to really work hard so that you stay where you are. You should not put in the reps, you should not be consistent, you should not be doing all those stuff that is needed of you so that you can become profitable. Yeah, again, for me, because I want more profits, I have to pay the price. I have to stay patient to wait for price to come, sweep all the liquidity in the world for it to go up. Like the price for me being so ambitious is I have to be patient, because if I could not want to be ambitious, I would have already gotten out of the trade at this point. Yeah, but because I want to be ambitious, then I have to pay the price of being patient. Like it's all about paying prices. You just have to pay the price. If you want to get the big body like that you always want, if you want to get in shape and all, you have to put in the work, which is the price, which is going to the gym and all, or making your own homemade gym at home so that you get the body that you always want. If you want to be financially free, you have to look for a job that you always want, or maybe something that you like. You just have to shift your hobby from just being a hobby to being something that makes you money. Like for me, I like trading. This is my hobby. I can stay on this chair of mine the whole day and stare at the charts. Like it's fun, even though sometimes waiting for your trade to hit TP or stop loss is very boring, but I love the game. Like I'm married to the game. So this is my hobby, and I've turned my hobby into making money. Yeah, so because I like it, because there is a lot of suspense in the market. Right? Like you never know what will happen. Like the market gives you some sort of curiosity of what will happen next. So that is what makes me love this game. Yeah, like I'm married to the game. Yeah. So price is taking goddamn forever to hit my take profit or stop loss, but let's just wait. So I've already placed my stop loss below this low over here, as I've said. For my take profit, I'm going to be holding this all the way up here, because if by any chance price will be able to take out this high at this point, then that means we'll have to come all the way up here, sweep the liquidity that we've got above this lower high at this point. Like we've got liquidity line above this point, like we've got stop losses and sell stops, or whatever you call it. Is it sell stop or leave it? I don't know, but what I know is that there's liquidity above this highs. Like there are some people who want to buy at this point, there are some people who want to sell at this point, there are people who have placed their stop losses at this point. So all those limits and stops are liquidity. Yeah, so I just have to wait for price to come all the way up there, and then that is when I get out of the market. Yeah, so it's getting a little bit boring. I've been holding this trade for like 2 hours, and that is too long for me, man. But I just have to be patient. You pay the price, you pay the price. Yeah. So let us just wait and see if price will hit our take profit, of which we anticipate it to do that, or if it will hit our stop loss. Yeah. So let us just wait. Bye. So guys, as you can see, price has went a little bit deeper. Yeah. So as you can see, this is my perception of what the market is doing right now. So over here we got price going up, then it came down, and then it went up again a little bit. So that means we've got our equal lows at this point. So price possibly could have just come down all the way up here, down here, to sweep the liquidity below these lows that we had marked at this point, so that it can get enough liquidity for it to go up. Or maybe if I'm wrong, then this could just possibly be um, market structure shift to go down so that you can continue go. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. So the person who introduced me to trading just called me. Yeah, he said that he has got some deal that he wanted to do with me. Yeah, so I'm sorry, I don't know where I had stopped, but I just had to pick it up because man, that guy, he is an important person to me because he's like my indirect mentor, because he's the one who introduced me to trading. So sorry about that, I don't know where I had stopped. So I was saying price might have just come down, so the liquidity below this low so that it can continue going down, or if I'm wrong, this can just be a market structure shift, because as you can see, price came down, as in price came up, came down, came up, and then right now maybe this can just be a market structure shift. But we pray that that is not the scenario right now. We pray that this is just a liquidity sweep for price to continue going up. Yeah. So let us just wait. But if this is a pullback, then this will be a very, very deep pullback. Yeah. So long as price has not taken out this low at this point, so long as you have not gotten past this order block, then our bias is still correct, because price can just come to this order block and then continue going up. Because as you can see, when price came at this point, it tried to go up. The buyers tried to overwhelm the sellers, but unfortunately, the liquidity in the market was not that big. So price has to come possibly down to this order block at this point, and then we continue going up. Yeah. So let us just wait and see, man. I can't, like, at this point. I'm just zen. I'm zen. I'm calm. I'm just stoic enough to continue holding the trade. Yeah. But even if we hit our stop loss, I won't have lost a lot of money. Yeah. It's just within the gap of money that I always risk. Yeah. So let us just wait. So as you can see, we are creating some sort of wick. Yeah. It's leaving a wick for maybe price to continue going up. Yeah. So guys, this has got to be a very long video because I've been talking and all. This possibly can go all the way to 1 hour, this video, I don't know. So whatever it is, just make sure you watch all the way till the end, because this is how I battle my emotions, and you really need to apply what I'm doing right now. You just need to let the trade play out the way it wants. Don't try to put in your ego, or maybe put in your thoughts of what the market should do, or impose your thoughts into the market. You need to let the market do its thing. So don't think, for me, let's say, for example, I want the market to go up. I should not have this very, very indecent behavior of maybe micromanaging my account, maybe putting my stop loss, maybe down here, so that maybe if price goes against me, I get out of break even. No, I don't want to micromanage my account. So just don't impose your thoughts into the market. So let us just wait. Yeah, it's around 12 p.m. Yeah, so it's been like 3 hours since I started trading this trade, since I took this trade. So let us just wait. I don't know what will happen. I don't know, man, because as you can see, price is really moving so slowly. Yeah, so let us just wait and see. Let us just wait and see. But I truly hope so that price will go in our way. So, guys, this could possibly be it. As you can see, right now we are about to pump. Yeah, let us just hope that this is our savior, because if this green candle continues going up, then we could have some hopes that we are going up. Yeah, so let's just wait and see if price will go in our way. But as you can see, this candlestick at this point did not close below the low. Like, it wicked, it came down and then wicked. So that means this could possibly be a liquidity sweep, a valid liquidity sweep. So let us just wait and see if this liquidity sweep will be validated by this candlestick going up and forming an engulfing bar of something. Yeah. So let us just keep holding. But I hope that this candlestick could be our savior, man, because we've stayed at this point for almost 1 hour, man. Damn. Because as you can see, this is the first candlestick, second, third, fourth, fifth, and we're in the 15-minute time frame. So that means 15 times 5, like we're almost 1 hour and 15 minutes in, just around lingering around this point. So let's just hope that anytime soon liquidity is going to kick in into the market and continue going up. Yeah. Damn, I'm so tired of holding this trade, man. So guys, we are back, and I think this was the push that we were waiting for. So we got out of this messy thing at this point, and right now we are just going up. Yeah. So I think I'll need to reconsider where I'll be placing my take profit. Yeah. So I think as of now, I'm going to be placing my take profit at this order block that we've got at this point. Yeah, like I just need to be flexible, as I said, and rethink the whole trading the whole trade idea, because price can just come all the way to this point and just continue going downwards. Yeah, so what I will be doing right now is I'll shift my take profit, let's say, to this point. Yeah, it will be like a 1:3.1 risk to reward ratio. Yeah, so I think I'm going to be placing it at this point. Yeah, but I won't close it immediately after it gets at this point. So I just need to maybe weigh if price will just go past this order block, or maybe if it will reverse from this point, then that is when I'll get out here. So let us just keep holding for now. Already at this point we've got an internal market structure shift at this point. Like this here is a market structure shift because we shifted bearish when we got past this point. Yeah, so this here is a internal market structure shift. Yeah, so price can just come all the way to this order block, or maybe to this fair value gap, as it has not yet reached there. Yeah, so price can just come all the way to this order block and then continue going downwards. Yeah, so I'll keep weighing whether I'll place my take profit at this point, or maybe if I just hold it all the way up here, maybe to this point. Yeah, I don't know. We shall just see when price maybe continues moving. Yeah, I don't know. Let us just wait and see. But for now, I can reconsider my take profit at this point, at this order block. Yeah, so let us just wait. Price is just moving on well. Yeah, so over here we got our market structure shift, our internal of the internal market structure shift. Price is always fractal. Like price, what happens in the higher time frame must always happen first in the lower time frame, so that it can be fractal. Like if we get a market structure shift in the lower time frame, then that will lead us to getting a market structure shift in the higher time frame. Yeah, so this over here we got our market structure shift in the lower time frame, which is the internal of the internal. Like you can make as many internal structures, because the more you upgrade to the bigger time frame, the more clear the structure. But let's say we've got the structure of the 4-hour time frame, then when you go downwards, price must shift from in the 1-hour time frame first, so that we can get a shift in the higher time frame. I hope you get me. Yeah, what I'm just trying to say is that price is always fractal. Like whatever happens in the higher time frame must first happen in the lower time frame, so that we can get the higher time frame bias. Yeah, so over here we got a market structure shift in the lower time frame, so that means we are going up. So we might anticipate for price to continue going upwards. Yeah, so let us just wait. Let us wait and see if we'll have to rethink our take profit. As of now, we are like, let me see, we are like 230 USD up. Yeah, so 232, we're just going upwards. Yeah, so let us just wait and see if we shall continue with that big bullish momentum, and then I'll tell you where we'll have reached in some time later. Yeah, so guys, we are back, and as you can see, price has just come all the way down here. Damn, this thing is messing up with my mind, man, because damn. So as you can see over here, price has come all the way down here, but I think this is another liquidity sweep for us to continue going down, because as you can see, we've got a liquidity sweep, all the liquidity swept below these lows at this point. Yeah, so I think this is just another liquidity sweep for us to go down. Yeah, so but I'm not sure, maybe this can just be a form of market structure shift, or maybe break of structure to the downwards. Yeah, so I'm not yet sure, because the candlestick has not closed below this low. But the moment we just take out this low, then that means we are going to be going into the drawdown. Yeah, so let us just wait and see, man. But as you can see, price has just come all the way down here, swept the liquidity, or just caught the liquidity that is below these lows. And right now we might anticipate for price now to shoot upwards, or maybe if there is not enough liquidity, come all the way to this order block that is at this point. Then you can continue going downwards, or maybe you can just blast past our stop loss. Yeah, but let us just wait and see, man. Right now I don't know, we are like $30 6, or we're at 56, 56, 54. Yeah, so let us just wait and see if price will go in our way, or maybe if we'll get stopped out. I don't know. Right now I'm just so tired of holding this trade. I don't know, but I think, as you can see over here, we've swept the liquidity below this low, and again, maybe price did not have enough liquidity for it to go all the way up here. So price again decided to come all the way down here, sweep the liquidity below these lows again. The market, we never know how many times the market has to sweep the liquidity so that it can either go up or down. Yeah, so the smart money can decide to sweep the liquidity a lot of times so that it can just get enough fuel for it to go upwards. Yeah, so let us just keep waiting, man. Yeah, but at this point, I think I'm going to be placing my stop loss, my take profit at this point, man, because I'm tired of holding this trade. And as you can see, it's on Friday, yeah, 24th July 2026. Yeah, and it's on Friday. It's around 2 p.m. We are almost entering into the New York session. Yes, very soon we'll be entering into the New York session, and that is what will determine whether we'll go up or down as yeah. But it's 2:01 p.m. We are still like some few hours or 1 hour, I don't know. So let us just wait and see, man. But I'm tired of holding this trade. Right now, I can just root for it to hit my stop loss and we get out of the trade, or maybe just go upwards and hit our TP. Yeah, so let us just continue holding and we'll see whether we hit our take profit or not. Yeah. Let me just go and take my lunch. I haven't taken my lunch yet. Yeah. So, guys, and as much as you have to be patient enough, sometimes it just gets so painful holding your trade all the way to your TP, because I could have secured 334 USD at this point, but unfortunately, price is just making some very, very nasty price action. Yeah. So it's so painful, man, because damn. But let us just wait. Maybe price can just continue going upwards. I don't know. Whatever it will be, I don't care. So, but I'm going to be shifting my take profit at this point in the short term. Yeah. So that if price comes all the way up here, then I will get out of the trade. Or if price will go, I don't know. Right now, I'm just confused. So let us just wait for price to come all the way, maybe to this point, so that we can make our decision. But for now, it's too early to make our decision because price can just go past our stop loss. Yeah, so it's no use to gauge where we'll be placing our take profit as of now. Yeah, but I'm tired, man. I've been holding this trade from 9 till right now. It's 2 p.m. Like, what the hell, man? Like, why is this trade messing with my mind? Like, right now, I'm tired. I've been sitting on this chair since 9 until now. Like, all I have to do is go watch the trading geek, come back and see price retracing. Like, I just see price retracing and then I go back watching that way. Like, I'm so tired. Yeah, so let's just hold and see if trade will hit our TP or not. I don't care. So, bye. So, guys, we are back, and as you can see, we've just got stopped out, man. Like, damn. So, I've held this trade since morning only to get stopped out in the last minutes. Yeah, so anyways, it is what it is. Yeah, we take the loss, we bite it, and we prepare for the next trade. So we've lost around 140 USD. Yeah, 140 USD. Yeah, so that's it for today. But as I said, this is a successful trade because I traded my plan. Yeah, so that's it for now. But I've got some good news for me. So right now, the results for the last semester or the course that I am taking, software engineering, has just come out, has just been released, and I've just found out that I've passed. Yeah, so there is no supplementary exam for me. Yeah, you know, the greatest feeling as a student is to find out that you passed your exams. Yeah, so it's for me, it's all the way to second year 2.1. Yeah, so I think this is a new chapter for me because I have to crank things up because I need to focus more on my studies and again also on trading and content creation, creating these videos for you guys. Yeah. So even though I've lost this trade, but the good news is that my I've passed the exam that I sat for last semester. Yeah. So I'm very proud of myself and I thank God because if you manage to pass your exams in campus, then while you are busy managing all this stuff, like for me, trading, content creation, and again also schoolwork and all. Like you need to balance your time very well so that you can pass. And for me, I've been goated enough. Like I've satisfied the board of those people who mark the exams, yeah, and I've passed. And I'm so proud of myself, yeah. So this is a new chapter for me. It's 2.1 for me all the way. Like second year, first semester. So I'm going to be opening school on September 3rd, 2026, yeah, for my second year. Today it's on 24th July. So I've still got like 6 weeks or something, yeah. So that's it for today, guys. Like, we bite the loss. I guess that the trade idea was right, but it's just that my stop loss was a little bit shaggy or something, I don't know. But so long as I've traded my plan, then it's a successful trade. So I'm just going to start journaling this trade to review what I did wrong and how I can improve my mistakes, or how I can improve my edge. There must be something that I did wrong in this trade, and I need to go and reevaluate my strategy, like at least to refine it, not change it, refine it. Yeah. So this loss, I must learn from it. Yeah. So for now, we just buy the loss, even though it really hurts and it pains that you've stayed for a very long time without trading, and then the moment you enter into the market, then you get humbled seriously, because I've lost like 140 USD in this trade, and it's not that easy to bear that amount of money when you are dealing with some small capital. Yeah. So I'm just going to be refining my strategy. I just need to journal. I know that's what I need to do, and we come back stronger. So this is on a Friday. I spend much of my time during the weekend to at least find a better way to trade, like just to refine my strategy, and then we come back stronger next week. Yeah. So, or even I can just stay or finish July without trading, and then we come to August. Yeah. So that's it for now, guys. We buy the trade and we learn from it. So, ciao ciao. What up, my good people? So I'm back. Yeah, and I've got some very good but weird news. So today I had taken a loss at this point. As you can see, we lost this trade in the morning, and then I waited for price to come all the way down here, maybe sweep enough liquidity below these lows at this point. Yeah, so I waited for price to come and sweep all the liquidity below this point. Yeah, so all the liquidity below these lows, they were swept. What is wrong with this thing? Yeah, so all the liquidity that is below these lows were swept. So I waited for price to come down, sweep the liquidity, and then I tried to at least try and fix a way to at least get my money back. Disclaimer and caution: you should not be doing this at home. Never do this even if you're a professional. But for me, I decided just to be a little bit discretionary, not professional. I decided to be a little bit discretionary and try and find a way to enter into the market. And indeed, I did. Yeah. So I got into the market at, let me just see. So I got into the market at around, let me see the trade, at around open 1621. Yeah. So I entered at 1.13741, 1.13, 1.3, yeah, over here. Yeah, so I entered there, and then for my take profit, I decided to neutralize, because we lost around 140 USD in the morning. So I just came and placed my stop loss below this low, below this red candle, and then for my take profit, I placed it at the point where I'd get back my $140. So that was I got out at 1.13811. Yeah, so I got it out at 1.3811. Is that 11? Like, it was not a very big trade. It was a very small trade. Yeah. So somewhere there, yeah. Let's just place it there. So the moment I just got into the market, price just went up. I entered with a very big lot size, 2 in Euro USD, and we managed to break even. As you can see over here, we managed to we lost about 140 USD in the morning, and then right now we made 140 USD. So today we've made $0.00. Yeah. So we've broken even today, and I'm very happy because I managed to catch that trade, because there is no way I could have just left this trade to just go that way. Yeah. So I became a little bit egotistical. I decided to be a little bit discretionary and at least catch another trade to get me to break even. And fortunately, I got out with a profit. I did not even want to get greedy or something. I just wanted to get back my money that I had lost today in the morning. Again, disclaimer and caution: never ever do this. I don't know why I even did this, but sometimes you can do something bad because this is bad, and then all of a sudden, luckily, you get what you wanted. Yeah. So for me, I got back my $140, and we made 0.00 USD today. Never ever do this. Caution: never ever do this. Yeah. So today we lost 140 USD and we made 140 USD. So we are back to break even. We won the day. Okay, we've not won. Let me just say we've lost the war, but we've won the battle. Yeah, let me just say that way. Yeah. So that's it. I just wanted to give you the update of what I did. So I'm just from doing some gym, yeah, some homemade gym, because as you can see, the biceps are almost growing. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. Let us meet next week. Today it's on Friday, so I've ended the week. I don't know if I haven't traded this week. This is the first trade that I've taken this week, and I've broke even. Let's say I've not traded this week because I've just made $0. Yeah. So that's it, guys. Let us meet in the next video. Again, remember, it's never too late. Do something in your life. Ciao, ciao.